Now that the probies have faced car fires and gas fires, they're ready to learn the most important and dangerous skill of all, how to combat building fires. The Worcester Burn House will be their proving ground. Lieutenant Neil Mullane and 5 other instructors will be their guides.
If you get some fires under your belt, you'll see that, all right, I might be able to get by here, but I'm not getting by this one. This building itself, it's a concrete poured slab burn building. It's multi-levels, multi-floors. You can simulate many different types of fires, from taxpayer fires to roof operations to interior attack.
Probies Guy Camerata and Michael Collins will be part of the first group to enter the smokehouse. Guy will also be working in Huntington Avenue after he makes it through the academy.
We're just doing orientation fires, get everybody used to them, and then gradually start to build them up, just so they can see everything they learned and how it plays out.
Real live fires, real fire, real water. I wouldn't say 100% house fire conditions, but as close as we could get in the fire academy.
Just go as far as it'll let you, and make sure you have a way out.
What we try to do is set up a certain number of burns. Usually there's a burn on the first floor and a burn on the second floor. And what we want the recruits to do is to go in, put the fire out, and create a few problems for them, like a second fire. Okay. A victim in there, and it's up to them to locate that person, locate the second fire. It creates a lot more confusion, but that's what happens on the fire ground, so. And that's what we hope to accomplish.
Fire alarm to engine 1, ladder 1, respond to a building fire, Worcester Fire Academy.
The probies on the ladder, or truck, are sent in to find the fire, and then the engine probies will be sent in to put it out.
Ladder 1, let's go!
That's a good one. They don't tell you where the fire is, so basically you gotta go in and you gotta find it. It's pretty much kind of a surprise. It is. You have to find them, and you gotta go upstairs and find the one upstairs. You know, get your bearings on how to, find your way around, and you can't see anything, and it's just a smoke condition all the way through the building, and you just gotta work your way through it.
We have a smoke condition.
I'm working them to get them to check the door for heat, try and locate the fire for the engine, relay that information back, where the fire is, how far down it is, how many rooms are going.
You have a small fire, first floor, rear. Message received.
Get the engine in the right place and assist the engine up the stairs. And the engine guys are working on stretching the line, opening the pipe, putting the fire out.
The smokehouse has a good layout to it because a bunch of different exits, a couple of different stairwells in there, so you got to drag the hose up the stairs, around the corners. It's pretty close to what I think a layout would be of somebody's residence.
The probies on the engine quickly put out the flames. But the instructors have set up some surprises in the smokehouse.
Some of the recruits put a fire out on the first floor, and they were kind of nonchalant about it. When they went up to the second floor, they opened the second floor door. As soon as they opened the door, they get hit with a good blast of heat and went right down to the floor, knocked right to their feet.
All right, come on back out. Get down low.
We want to make sure that what we've taught them in the classroom and at the academy is still in the back of their mind, and it comes forward so that they know they have to feel the door with their hand. Don't just open the door.
You're supposed to feel it with your bare hand first on your wrist. Check it for heat.
Just when the probies think they can concentrate on putting out the second fire, another emergency is thrown their way.
We're receiving reports of a person or persons trapped on the second floor.
Ladder 1! We got someone trapped on the second floor! Ladder 1!
We want them to be always under control. And that's what we hope that we teach them. We don't want them overreacting. You move aggressively, but you don't run.
Hold on, no running, no running.
You don't run.
You walk everywhere you go. Take a room, go in it, and 2 guys go to the next room.
The search continues for the victim. In the meantime, the fire on the second floor is growing in intensity.
Communicate. Where's the engine company?
The probies are in the middle of a smokehouse drill and are searching for victims.
Pop that door, get in there. You got a victim? All right, get him over here, drag him out. All right, we got the victim. Ladder 1 to car 2. We have the victim.
We're doing multiple room fires with victims to rescue them. We use the heavy mannequins to simulate people that they have to drag out. So it's a heavy day. It's a lot of heavy lifting, and it's a lot of work. It's as close to realistic situations we're going to get these guys before they step foot in the field.
Upstairs, the probies on the engine are still battling the blaze.
They definitely don't lie when they tell you that the best place to be when something like this is on fire is as close to the ground as possible. As you stand up in there, it's a big difference between standing up and getting on your knees. It's huge. It's hot and smoky.
Hey, ventilate, ventilate! Got a truckie in there! Get the window! Come on, ventilate in there!
It's tough in there. It's organized chaos, maybe, would be a good word to use. You get a lot of guys yelling at each other, letting everyone, because you need to constantly let everyone know where you are.
Before the probies can get the fire under control, the Academy creates another diversion.
Ladder 1, mayday, I'm trapped.
We got a report of a firefighter trapped. As the incident commander, what you try to do is give them that brief moment to look around each other and see if they can locate that firefighter. If they can't, the incident commander has to send people in as a team in searching for that firefighter. Car 2 to all units, ladder 1 is trapped.
While the probies on the engine continue to attack the blaze, the ladder searches for the missing firefighter.
We'll go check the second floor, right? They got him. That's it.
Engine 1 to car 2, we have the member. We have the down member.
Good job.
The probies work together to rescue the trapped firefighter. The probies on the pipe finally knock down the main fire.
Heavy fire is knocked down the second floor.
Car 2 has that fire's knocked down on the second floor.
Today is all about teamwork. They got to learn that there's no one person that's going to go in there and put out 2 rooms of fire and get a victim out. You're part of a unit. You have to help the guy next to you. The guy next to you has to help him. There's no individuals on a fire ground.
C2 to all units, evacuate the building. C2 to all units.
Evacuate the building, guys. Evacuate the building. Let's go.
Pretty busy day, yes. It's a busy, you go home after a day like this, you're generally pretty tired. Pretty tired.
Initially, you guys were talking to each other. It's okay to yell. Yell and let that engine company know where you are and where the fire is. Good job.
They can only teach you so much until you get out there. So, and they're doing a great job teaching us everything that they can possibly do. So, but I think they're kind of running out of things to teach us.
5.
Michael and the rest of the probies still have one drill to complete before they can graduate from the Academy. It's one of the toughest exercises yet, and if they don't pass, they will not become Boston firefighters.